Today, we will learn how to create a work stream to manage leave of absence requests. I'm assuming you're already logged in, so let's access our streams management dashboard. In the top right corner of your screen, find the gear icon that's to the left of your profile photo, and in the pull-down menu, select Streams Management. Click on the big blue plus sign to create a new stream. And in the new stream configuration pop-up, you will see that there are 3 ways that we can create streams. We can create streams by using a wizard, which is the fastest way to create a stream because we would simply use fields to create and define the stream. 2, we would create a stream by importing a CSV file. 3, we could create a stream by importing a previously created definition. This is useful when you want to import a stream from another account. So select Create using Wizard, and let's give the stream a title. We will call it Leave of Absence. Add a description. Next, we will define what information we want to capture and track. Let's give this information a name. We'll call it requests. And underneath this, you will see additional fields that will define this information. So find the Add Another Field text and click on that to add 4 fields. And in the first title field, type in employee number. This will be the name of the field that's shown on the user interface above the field in which employee numbers are stored. And the name and the field will auto-populate. This is what PulpStream uses to organize the information on the back end, so don't worry about this for right now. The type of information that this field will contain will be text, so leave that text field selected in the pull-down menu. In the second title field, type in start date. Again, the name auto-populates, and this type of field will contain date information, so select that in the pop-up menu. In the third title field, type in end date. This type of information is a date, so select that in the pull-down menu. And in the fourth title field, type in email address. Let's tell PulpStream that this is an email address. Add one more field to specify the type of leave that's being requested. So click on that Add Another Field text to create a new row of fields. And in the title field, type in type of leave. Name auto-populates as usual. We're going to give the user a list of choices. So in the type pull-down menu, select enumeration. This will unfurl new options underneath that. We want to give the user 8 choices. So click on add another choice until you have that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these are the different types of leave that someone can choose to take. So we're going to have FMLA, paternity, now as you saw, the values auto-populated, and as we discussed earlier, this is information that's stored in the database to organize this information, and some of the information in these values we don't need stored into the database. It's simply not useful there. So we're going to edit these fields to delete that information that is in parentheses in the sick leave label to tidy it up. So now that we have our choices selected for the type of leave, we're going to add 2 more fields. In the first field, we will title it supporting documentation. This type of information will be file attachments. The second field title will be employee signature. This type of information will be image attachment. Then click on the Done button to save your changes. We have now created the first version of our workstream. So to look at your stream definition, we'll go to our stream definition canvas, which is accessible in the Stream Definition tab up here in your navigation menu. So click on that to examine it. PulpStream has created a simple stream to represent the steps in this process for you. It starts when the request form is submitted. Next, it will send an email in the Send Report step. Then the process comes to an end, which you see here represented by that end step with a circle with a big X inside of it. To the right of the stream, you will see the components catalog. This is where you will find components with which you can customize your streams. Every stream has the following components. We have a stream flow, which is the core workflow that defines the business process that you are managing. We have a data component, which is like a database table. It contains various fields. Data components can be placed inside of each other with a type of field called a child data list. And this is useful for creating a master detail relationship. For example, during an incident investigation, which can have many witnesses. You have forms, and a form is what a user sees on their digital screen. It's based on information in a data component. We have roles. Roles are collections of users. A role participant can be determined dynamically or it can be static, and roles are used to specify task ownership. You have stages and escalations. Stages are the milestones that are shown on the detail view of a record. I'll show you those later. Documents. Documents are Word files that are used as templates to generate PDF versions of data, which can be digitally or physically printed. And the fastest way to generate this kind of template is to open a form and click on the gear icon and then select Generate Print Template. Email templates. These are templates that use field merge values to send emails. You can use a smart email step to create one of these. Now that you are familiar with these concepts, let's edit our request data component. So here in your stream definition canvas, in your components catalog, hover your mouse over the data component to reveal the edit function and click on it to open it. In the edit data component pop-up, all the fields that we declared in the creation wizard are located in the fields tab. So select the employee number in the field list by clicking on it. If it's purple, it's highlighted. Under the title, the name, and the type fields, you're going to see an input format field. Enter the input format that we used earlier, which was ## dash #####. Save your field and save the changes to the form. Next, we will edit the request form that the system generated for us. So in the form section of your components catalog, find that request form, hover your mouse over it to reveal the edit function, and click on that to open it. In the request form pop-up, notice that all the fields are placed in the order that we specified them. We want the user to fill out all of the fields, so we need to make these fields required. Hover your mouse over a field to reveal dotted lines and an edit pencil icon. Double-click it to open it. To make it required, find the Field Attributes section and select Required in the pull-down menu. Save your changes and do this for all of the fields. So once you've made all of the fields required, we need to make an additional change to the employee signature field. So double click on that one to open it and look for the Display As field. And in the pull down menu, select Signature. Next, we will put instructions on this leave request form. So click on the Add Controls button up here underneath the Save Changes button. Underneath that, you will see all of the different types of controls that you can add to this form. Find the text control, click on it, and hold your mouse over to drag it over into the top of the form. Here in the configuration pop-up, you can add instructions, HTML links to a policy page, and you can also change the font and the color. Use this to customize the interface to support your brand identity and business culture. When you're done customizing, save your changes to see the modifications to the experience. We change the color, we change the font size, and that's reflected here on the form, which is what the user will see as they're requesting this on their device. Next, let's add a corporate leave policy document that people can use to refresh their memories about leave policies. So we'll paste in the URL, text to display, and that will embed a URL in the directions. And you'll see the changes reflected here inside of our form. Save your changes, add a description so that people will know what this form will be used for. Back on the stream definition canvas, click on the Send Report step to open it. This step is configured to send an email to the record submitter. In other words, it is sending an email to the person who submitted a request, which in turn created a record of that request. It's using a template that was automatically created, and that template is called Record Creation Email. So close out this window, go back to your stream definition canvas, and in your email templates catalog, open that email template by hovering your mouse over it, revealing the edit feature, and clicking on that. So in our template screen, we can edit this to suit our needs. You can specify that the email will come from the person who submitted the record. And next, we will use our Merge Field Value Finder tool to populate information that's stored in our smart objects. Access this by clicking on the magnifying glass icon to the right of this field. Type in some text to customize your message. You would copy that merge field value and paste it wherever you need it. And this merge field value is going to auto-populate the information that's stored in that data component. We're also interested in knowing the start date, the end date, and the type of leave that's being requested. So use the Finder tool to find that information. Select it, copy it, and then paste it into the email template. And here you could make this email from whoever you want to make it from. If you have somebody in HR who usually processes these, you could customize that here. I'm going to make it from the PulpStream bot. So once you have finished customizing the body of your email template, scroll down to see what our options are here. So in the Attach from Contents of File and Image Attachments field, we would select Supporting Documentation, and we would check the box to convert Word templates to PDF. So save your changes to the template, and that's it. Now if you like, we can create a test record to see our progress. On your stream definition canvas, click on the gear icon underneath the settings button and click on Create Test Record. Here, you can see the form that we created, and you can actually fill it out and attach supporting documentations and sign it. And the notification email would go to the person that you specified is the manager of the employee in the employee records that we created at the last skill station. Thus concludes our visit to this skill station.